All right, let's get started here. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday segment of Up and Moving. My name is Isaac Lennox. I'm a graduate student here at Michigan Tech. The goal of Up and Moving is to provide the community with home-based, at-home, live and recorded workouts that will keep everybody moving throughout this pandemic and beyond. Today, what we're going to be doing on our surprise Saturday workout, we're going to do a little bit of everything. We're going to keep you moving in some aerobic fashion. We'll get your heart rate going. We're going to do some full body strength as well as some core exercises. So with that being said, what you'll need for our workout. Oh, got another, we'll admit someone else here. What you're going to need this morning is I got a chair here that we can use for some stability, and then based on what you have for some weights, I got cans if you got those at home, laundry detergent can, jugs work. I have dumbbells as well. If you have those, that would be great. As well as we're going to be doing some bicep curls this morning. So I got another idea is I got a case of water that can work too. So whatever you guys can find that can provide you with a little bit of resistance, that would be just great for you. So to get us going here, I'm gonna get my camera going here. We're gonna go for a little our timer. We're gonna go for a quick little warm up here, guys. So let's start off with just a quick, early in the morning, let's get some arm circles going here. We can start off nice and slow, some small circles, and then we can gradually make those circles bigger till we're going all the way around here. It's early in the morning, we gotta really make sure that we're getting our warm up going. And then we can start off, change it up and go the opposite way. So going in the counterclockwise direction. And gradually get bigger. All right. Now next for a little bit of a dynamic work warm up, we can go in a staggered position here. Let me get out of the sunlight here. And some knee scoops. So keep your ankle up, dip down. You should feel that right in your hamstring here. You can switch your legs. If you got some room, you can go up and down the line here. Scoop it up here. Another one. Little side angle here. So you should really be feeling that in your hamstring. We'll do a couple more here. 2 more each leg. Shake it out between reps here. There we go. Now for our next one, we're going to do a little bit of a trunk stretch here with our spine. You can do this seated, or you can do it in the standing position, but in the you can break down into a lunge here, hands above your head, and you're going to be just rotating that way towards the side that your leg is up here. So we can go lunge this way, another way. You can just be sitting in your chair here, and you can just be grabbing your armrests here and really stretch out that spine. We'll keep doing whichever one you guys feel is comfortable. I'm going to get down here, rotate to the side, do a couple more here. All right. Now, our next one, these are called over-unders. So if you imagine the hurdle that you run Olympic races with, we're going to go over the hurdle. So this is for opening up our hip joints here, and then we're going to go under it, just like that. So it's imaginary, obviously, but if you had a hurdle, there's space to go up and over it. And then we're going to go down and under it. So do a couple more of those. Up, and then down. One more here, up and over, and then down. There we go. So now we're getting into our last little dynamic workout. Let's do some Frankenstein kicks. This is an Isaac leading special here. Keep those legs relatively straight. Just try to kick your hands here. You can do them up and down based on how much space you have here. You can be moving around while you do it, and that's fully based on what you got in your surroundings here. I got a pretty nice space here in my garage. Do one more row here. All right, perfect. Now for about 30 seconds, we're gonna get into some high knees now, guys. So we can start to really get our heart rate moving here before we get a nice Sunday workout. So keep driving those knees up towards your chest. If that's too tough for you, you can just be marching like this. But if you want to ramp up that pace, you got about 15 more seconds here, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So hope we're all warmed up here now, guys. The workout, so we're gonna have 3 sets today, or sorry, 3 different circuits of 3 sets. Each one's going to incorporate a strength exercise as well as some aerobic conditioning, and then we'll get some core in the end too. So it's gonna really try to piece everything together here for our Saturday workout, and then we'll cool you down, and then we'll get you going and let you go for hopefully the start of a real good day. So with that being said, every exercise we're going to try to do it for 30 seconds before moving on to the next one. As usual, that first set around might be a little longer because I'm going to be moving my mouth a lot, but I'll try to go as fast as possible, and then we'll get you guys going. So make sure you got your water, have a drink. I got my timer going here. Our first one, it's gonna be a goblet squat. So you can do these body weight, but the whole object of the goblet squat is to have your hands in front of you. So it's gonna be a body weight squat. You can hold a dumbbell in front of you like this. You can have, whether if you have any resistance, you can be holding some objects like that, or I could have that case of water in my hands. What we're gonna do for 30 seconds is squat down. Gotta get out of the sun here. Squat down for 30 seconds, okay, guys? So we'll be starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. You wanna really focus on keeping your butt back instead of leaning over here. Halfway there. Got about 15 more seconds here. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now our next exercise for some aerobic conditioning, we're gonna do some mountain climbers. So if you have a wall, you can do it on the wall for support. I have a chair for another additional way that's gonna get a little tougher. And then the hardest version would be on the floor. So what we're gonna be doing here, I'll demonstrate with the chair. We're gonna keep our spine in a relatively flat position here, and I'm gonna be driving my knees up. And then based on your pace, you can increase it for more difficulty. What we're gonna be doing now for 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Halfway there. Five more seconds, guys. And rest. Good job. Oh, those mountain climbers are always tough. I'll grab a quick water if you need to. Now our third exercise, getting into the core aspect now, we're going to be doing some Russian twists. So what we do here is you can do these body weight once again or with a little bit of resistance. What we're doing here, once again, I'll get out of the sunlight. We're gonna lift our feet off the ground, and we're just going to be moving our hands on either side of our core in a twisting motion. So once again, from this angle, feet off the ground, and we're twisting, we're moving that weight on each side of our trunk, and we're trying to stay stable. And you'll feel a nice burn in your core, guys. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So keeping my body pretty stable and letting my hands move side to side to feel burn here. I'm gonna go for 25 more seconds here. You'll feel this in your core as well as in your hip flexors and your quads. Try to keep your legs above the ground. If that's too difficult for you, keeping your legs on the ground with your heels, with your toes in the air. You can do the same motion. 5 more seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So that's our first circuit for the morning. We're gonna do that twice more. Grab some water here and have a little drink. So based on what you thought or how you think you did on that first circuit, you can either stay the same with your variations, you could try to make them a little easier, a little harder, whatever you guys feel is right for you. And with that being said, it's time to go here. Here we go. But once again, we're gonna get back into those goblet squats. So holding the dumbbell here, I'm gonna go starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Make sure we keep breathing throughout the exercise. You want to be exhaling, so breathing out through the toughest part of the lift. So when you're standing up here, you should be expelling your air. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Now getting into our mountain climbers once again. I'm gonna go from the ground position here. I'll get my clock in front of me. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. About halfway there, guys. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So now getting into our Russian twists once again. I'll crank it up a little bit. I'll grab some cans here, some tomatoes. We'll get into our twists. So get set, feet off the ground, and here we go. Once again, feel free if you need to take a break. You can always rest your feet on the ground here, your heels. And as long as you're doing that twisting motion, you're definitely getting a little core activation here. About 5 more seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So take a couple seconds off here once again. Get some water in us. Before we get into our final set of our first circuit, hope everyone's feeling their heart rate increase a little bit. Might feel a little bit of a pump in our quads as well as our core maybe. So getting into our final set here. Goblet squats. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. this is getting too difficult, even some partial reps here. As long as we keep moving here, guys, we're activating the right muscles. I think we should be proud of ourselves. Got about 5 more seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1, and all the squats are done. Now for the real kicker here, getting those mountain climbers going. I gotta go back on the ground here. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. About halfway there. 15 more to go. Three, 2, 1, and relax. So now our final part here, getting into the Russian twists. I'm gonna grab my cans here. We're gonna go for 30 seconds, then we'll take a little break before we get into our next circuit. So 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Halfway there, guys. Make sure we keep breathing here. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job, guys. We're through one of our circuits now, so make sure you grab some water and take a quick little break. If anyone has any questions, feel free to either throw them in the chat or speak up. I'm here to listen and help you out. It sure is hot in my garage. I hope everyone has windows to open, or if it's colder in Houghton, hope you're staying cool here. So we'll loosen up here for about 15 more seconds. Then I'll start describing our next exercises. So our last two were, so we got the legs done, we did our squats. Now we're gonna do a little bit of some arms. So we were gonna have a bicep exercise, a tricep exercise, each with some different aerobics and some core. So getting into it. First one we're gonna do is a bicep curl. So you guys can do this either seated or standing. Standing will be a little tougher on your core to stay balanced. But what we're gonna do, you can start off with some cans, dumbbells, whatever you have for your resistance. We're gonna do it for 30 seconds, but what you do is you keep your elbows tucked towards your sides, and you can do them alternating, or you can do them both at a time, but you really wanna focus on hinging your elbow joint for the bicep activation, and for even more of a contraction, when you're bringing the can or the weight up, if you imagine pointing your pinky up, that's really going to squeeze your bicep more instead of curling it this way. So you want to be really thinking pinky to the sky. So we're going to do that for about 30 seconds here, everyone. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and we're starting. So we'll go from the side here, and we'll switch some views. I'm going to do them both at the same time here. But my only advice here, if you feel that one arm is noticeably stronger than the other, I would try to alternate so you really isolate that weaker muscle. So about 15 more, 10 more at this point. Keep my pinkies to the sky here for the most contraction possible. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So now for our next aerobic exercise, I tried really hard. I wish I had a jump rope here, but you can do imaginary jump rope. So we can go through the action there, or if you feel like you'd like to do something different, you can do some jumping jacks. So going up in the air like this, or some standing ones. So I'm going to do the imaginary jump rope here. So again, you're just going to be hopping up and down and really acting like you're really windmilling that rope around. So we're going to go for 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Make sure we're really hopping, jumping over that imaginary rope. You could, I don't know how to do the crosses, but you could even act like you're doing some of those. We're playing make-believe here for 30 seconds. Halfway there, we got 15 more. At this point, I probably would have screwed up, so I can start again. Not the best jump roper. 3, 2, 1, and good job, guys. So if you need water, obviously grab some of that. Our next exercise for our core activation for this second circuit, we're going to be doing standing crunches. So we're going to be standing here with our hands on our head, and you're just going to be alternating elbow to knee, elbow to knee. So from the side here, you can see my spine. I'm going to be crunching down a little bit. If you feel that's too difficult, you can always go onto the ground and do the same thing with your back supported. But if you can do a standing one, we'll be doing that. And we'll be starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So elbow to knee on the opposite side, elbow to knee. Halfway there, guys. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So now for, I guess, oops, those are the 3 exercises. I was ready to explain another one, but those are the 3 we got. So take a break here for a couple of seconds before we get into our 2 last sets of this one. Keep moving here, shake off our legs a little bit. Sure, our shoes are tied. All right, so getting into our bicep curls once again. We're going to do those for 15 seconds. I'll grab some dumbbells this time. And what we're going to do once again, if you want to go opposite arms, you can, or 2 at the same time. That is completely up to you. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So I'm going to go one at a time here. Pinky to the sky. 10 more seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1. Try to crank out another rep and relax. So back to our make-believe world here. We're gonna do some jump rope imaginary, or if you have the cord, that would be great. But I thought this was a good idea. So here we go, starting in 3, 2, 1, and we're hopping and spinning that rope. You can go one leg. I wish I was this skilled. Cross it over. About 10 more seconds here, guys. Three, 2, 1, and relax. So now, once again, getting into our standing crunches here. Start those in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Knee to elbow, knee to elbow. To feel the toughest burn here, when you're crunching down, you want to think that you're fully your body with your core, not bringing your head down. So you should feel like your abs are really contracting, and you'll feel even more of a burn. Your head's just along for the ride. You're not pulling with your head. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job, everyone. Grab some water here for a moment. Then we'll get right back into it. Once again, if things are getting a little too difficult, you can do your curls in a seated position to give yourself a little break. You can do jumping jacks, some walking, or some standing ones without really leaving the ground. So getting into it here. Change it up even more here. I'll get the case of water. So starting that in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. About 10 more seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now get into our jump rope for that final time here. We'll start in a couple seconds here in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Keep those elbows tucked to our sides here, and really, you can rotate your wrists a little bit as if we're really spinning here. You can start to feel a little bit of a burn in your shoulders too. Ten more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and break. Last core exercise of this circuit here. You got our standing crunches. We'll get into those and then we'll take a break, guys. So starting at 3, 2, 1, hands above head, elbow to knee. Even for a little more difficulty, you can try at the top here, squeezing that for an extra second. Well, 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and great. Good job, everyone. Make sure you grab some water here before we get into our last circuit before we cool her down. Make sure we keep breathing. If you have to grab a seat for a moment, feel free to do that. And once again, if I know we're live right now, but if you feel like you can't keep up, if you have to check in again, these are recorded and posted on Facebook, YouTube, our website. So there's always time to go back and check something out again if you feel like you need to. So for our last circuit here, we just did biceps on the front of our arm. Now we're going to go into a tricep exercise. So without further ado here, this exercise is called the tricep kickback. So just like the biceps, you can do these both at the same time, or you can break it up into each arm. So you're going to hold a weight, and you can use this for supports, or you can just hold them down in front of you. What you're going to do here is you're going to bend to the hips, elbows tucked, and you're just going to be straightening your arms. So if acting like I'm going to point these towards the ceiling. So hold them here and squeeze. So we want to keep at the top here, you want to keep your arm basically parallel with our spine angle here. So as you see, as I come through, I'm right at the same line as my spine. If I'm going to here, you're really not contracting as much. You want to be bringing it straight up there. So we'll do those for 30 seconds, guys. You can do those one at a time for support, or you can do them both at the same time. So starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Really squeeze at the top here. Should feel that right in the back of your arm. I think this is a great exercise because even if you're going to do a body weight with just your arm, really just practicing at the top here, just squeezing your tricep here and really pinching it, you can get a great pump regardless of the resistance. 5 more seconds, guys. 3, 2, 1, and break. For our aerobic exercise here, we're gonna do some burpees. So that incorporates, you can do a jump, or you can just reach above your head. So we're gonna reach above our head, get down, feet out, feet in, and jump. So once again from the side, hands above our heads, get down, feet out, back in, and raise our hands. So we're gonna do those for about 30 seconds here, guys, starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Jump, out, in, up, up. We're halfway there. Five more seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So for our last core exercise, we're going to be doing a standard plank. So you can do that in a couple different ways. If you want to go on an incline, it's going to be a little bit easier. So you can hold yourself up like this, or against the wall. You really want to just be squeezing your core here. Or if you're on the ground, to make it a little easier, instead of like this on your arms, you can put your knees down and lessen the weight that you're holding up with your body. So we'll go here for about 25 to 30 seconds here, guys. Starting in 3, 2, 1. On your forearms, keep that spine parallel to our surface. About 10 more seconds here, guys. We got this. I'll count us down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job, guys. So now we've seen all the exercises. So we're gonna move through it here with less words. I'll be encouraging you. Well, if we're ready to go here, we'll get back into our tricep kickbacks. If you feel that those aren't really working for you, another modification is you can do some bench dips. So you can have your arms on the bench here or a chair, walk yourself out, and you can bring yourself up with your triceps here. There's another option for you if you'd like that instead. But without further ado, here we'll get into it. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Take them back and really squeeze at the top. Halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. So now we got the burpees once again, guys. So we'll start those in a couple seconds. In 3, 2, 1, up, down, up. Halfway there, or sorry, 10 more seconds, guys. Three, 2, 1, and break. So now for our last part of the circuit, once again, we'll get into a 25 to 30-second plank. So if you feel ready, we'll get into it. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Make sure you keep that core tight, you keep breathing. If you need to drop down your knees for just a second, you can do that. Makes it a little bit easier with your feet off the ground. Five more seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1, and break. Good job. We got one more round of that, and then we're cooling down and you're set for the day. So grab some water if you need it once again. Before we get into it. So here we go. We're gonna grab our weights, or if we're just doing resistance with our body weights, with our arms, that's great. We're gonna squeeze our triceps here for 30 more seconds, one last time. 3, 2, 1. Bend at the knee or the hips and halfway there, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Getting into the burpees once again, starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Up. Five more seconds here, guys. We got this. 3. All right, and break. Now for our last, we can push for 30 more seconds here, guys. We're getting into our plank. We'll get down here and we'll start in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Sure, we keep breathing, keep that spine flat. 10 more seconds here. We got it, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll break. So good job, everyone. Make sure we stay standing here if you can and grab some water. Keep breathing here. Hope we're feeling pretty good here. We're gonna cool it down here for a couple quick exercises and stretches here. So if you guys are ready here, we'll get her going. So we can keep breathing. We're gonna do some hip openers. So if you start with a little bit of a wider stance here, we're just gonna be moving from side to side. You can put your hands down for stability if you need to. We're just gonna be really opening that hip on, or with our leg that's straight here. I'm opening my hip. Really keeping everything mobile here. And as you go down, you can feel a nice hamstring stretch and a quad stretch. Do that for a couple more seconds here. Now getting into a quick chest stretch. So hands behind our back, straighten our arms, and we're just gonna really stretch open our chest here and really stretch our triceps at the same time. If you guys do have, if you're in a doorway near you, I'm gonna grab onto this tool chest here. You put your hands here, and if I'm facing you right now, then I'm gonna walk out towards the other wall here, and I can feel another stretch right in my chest area. And at the same time, we're stretching out that arm. So there's 2 modifications for you. Do that for a couple more seconds here. And then break it down here. One last tricep stretch here. Hand above our head, bend our elbow, and I'm gonna grab right here and push. So you should feel that stretch right in your tricep here. I'm pushing my elbow towards the ground. Do that for about 10 more seconds here. All right, and then we switch arms. Once again, elbow up, and I'm pushing that elbow down with my right hand here, and I'm feeling a nice stretch in my shoulder capsule and my tricep. So we'll 5 more seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1, and good job, everyone. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining. This workout will be recorded, or sorry, will be posted on our Instagram, or not Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, our website, upmoving.org. Feel free to stay tuned for our next schedule. We'll be back Friday or Monday at 5:30 with some strength and HIIT. And if you have any questions, I can stay on the line here. But have a great day, and thanks for joining.
All right, thank you.
Thanks very much. It was wonderful.
Thank you. Hey, take care. Have a great Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah, you too. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
thanks, Karen. It's nice to see you. I haven't seen you in many weeks.
Well, last week I came on, I got mixed up on my time, so I thought it was at 10:30 and nobody
Oh.
was around.
Oh, yeah.
My fault, my fault.
You know what? It's been a
I
couple.
was gone a couple of weeks, so, well, sailing, so.
I definitely had to make sure it was 10, not 10:30 as well, because that wouldn't be very good.
Yeah.
Well,
so
thanks for
anyhow,
everybody showing up today.
Take care,
Yeah.
ladies.
Wonderful.
Isaac.
Everybody have a wonderful week.
you too.
Bye-bye.